You wrote this: not being able to say certain words or sounds was one of the main reasons I learned to drink like I did.
How about that?
And today we're counting down our picks for the celebrity controversies that we now have a better understanding of, thanks to new details and updated perspectives.
Their marriage license application stated Aaliyah was 18. Federal prosecutors argue Kelly bribed a clerk to accept a fake ID.
Number 10, Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's stolen tape. In the mid-90s, the release of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape became one of the decade's biggest celebrity scandals, and one of the first viral sensations of the early internet age.
The tape?
What tape?
You know, the tape.
At the time, tabloids treated it as a joke, with many assuming Pam and Tommy were profiting off the video. But as we later learned, the tape wasn't leaked. It was stolen from their private home by a disgruntled contractor electrician.
We had no way to navigate it because there was no one else that was going through anything like this. So we didn't really have the playbook on how to, get it all back or make it go away.
Pamela's 2023 memoir and Netflix documentary reframed the entire event as a devastating violation that deeply traumatized her.
Pamela Lee and Tommy, Pamela and Tommy Lee, Pamela and Tommy Lee, Pamela Lee, Tommy and Pamela Lee, Tommy and Pamela Lee, Pamela and Tommy Lee, Pamela and Tommy Lee. Maybe one or two. Did you have a favorite?
It's not funny. Not funny. This is devastating to us.
What once looked like a spicy celebrity scandal is now understood as a major case of exploitation and invasion of privacy. Number 9, Bruce Willis's bizarre interviews. For a period in the mid to late 2010s, Bruce Willis had a reputation for being aloof and difficult during press appearances. This is especially true for a now infamous BBC One interview, where Willis appeared disengaged and even confused.
Yeah, it's a difficult title. It's a good
At the time, people laughed at his incoherence and chalked it up to disinterest.
Have a sandwich and let's go shopping.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
That would have been at your chosen time.
Well, it's about, it makes about as much sense. A good, or maybe there is a good day to die hard.
Some viewers even described as torture.
But after his family revealed in 2022 that Willis was suffering from aphasia and later frontotemporal dementia, those strange interviews took on a potentially heartbreaking new meaning.
Family released a statement today saying he's been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, which affects behavior, speech, and language. There's currently no cure or treatment for FTD.
It's now entirely possible that we were watching the early stages of a serious neurological decline, with a man quietly struggling to keep it together under immense pressure. Number 8, Winona Ryder's shoplifting arrest. In 2001, Winona Ryder's arrest for shoplifting over $5,000 worth of designer clothes shocked Hollywood.
He said the actress walked past 3 cash registers with a pile of clothes and handbags before leaving the store.
Tabloids portrayed her as spoiled and depicted the incident as nothing more than a reckless act of stealing.
Why are you doing this? Leave me alone, all of you!
The truth, however, was revealed to be far more complex. Ryder has divulged that she was struggling with mental health issues at the time and was on heavy prescription painkillers for a broken arm. She since said she doesn't even clearly remember the incident, telling Esquire in 2024, "I think I just checked out. There was a period when I was not in season." It's now clear this wasn't a bratty celebrity stealing for fun. It was a woman in the midst of a crisis. Number 7, Anna Nicole Smith's train wreck appearances.
What is the truth about Anna Nicole Smith?
Model, reality star, and actress Anna Nicole Smith was once written off as a drunk, ditzy celeb spiraling out of control.
Are you doing okay? Did you order you something to eat? Yeah, what'd you eat?
Pizza.
Her often slurred speech and erratic behavior at public events made her a late-night punchline.
And if I ever record an album, I want this guy to produce mine and make me beautiful duets.
But after her tragic death in 2007, a much sadder truth emerged.
Anna Nicole Smith has died. Modeling, movies, her own TV show. The world is infatuated with Anna Nicole Smith.
A death that opened a Pandora's box of questions.
It turns out that she'd been struggling with chronic pain and deep grief over the sudden death of her adult son, Daniel. And behind the perceived chaos was a woman being manipulated, exploited, and self-medicating her suffering.
I don't do drugs. I mean, this is hard drugs that they're trying to say. You know, I had Vicodin and Xanax. That's prescription drugs that I have to take.
Because of what we know now, all the trash TV fodder should have been seen as a warning. Number 6, Katherine Heigl versus Hollywood. In the late 2000s, Katherine Heigl went from America's sweetheart to being labeled difficult.
Just recently, there was a Facebook Q&A. Someone asked you, "I've heard rumors that you're very rude. What's your thoughts?" And to your credit, you addressed it. You took on the question. What did you say?
Good Lord, what did I say?
After breakout roles in Grey's Anatomy and Knocked Up, she publicly criticized both projects, calling the latter sexist for portraying women as uptight and men as lovable slackers. At the time, her comments were branded ungrateful, but years later, many have reassessed aspects of Knocked Up, admitting the film hadn't aged well because of certain themes. Her critique of Grey's Anatomy's writing, the reason she withdrew from Emmy consideration, was also later echoed by several co-stars who confirmed the show's all-around toxic environment.
There was a part of me that thought, because I had won the year before, that I needed juicy, dramatic, emotional material, and I just didn't have that season.
Thanks to these confirmations, it is clear Heigl wasn't simply being difficult. She was standing up for fairness and creative integrity. Number 5, Charlie Sheen's substance abuse.
Shame is suffocating. I lit the fuse, and my life turns into everything it wasn't supposed to be.
Charlie Sheen's public meltdowns, substance abuse, and winning era were infamous, and many assume that Charlie was just an out-of-control partier.
You judged me, you condemned me, you discarded me. Well, not anymore. Winning!
But decades later, we've learned that his substance abuse had a deeper root. In 2025, Sheen revealed in his memoir that he began drinking as a teenager, not to party, but to self-medicate a severe stutter, something he continued to do throughout his career.
You wrote this: "Not being able to say certain words or sounds was one of the main reasons I learned to drink like I did."
How about that? How about that?
The star would go on to say that alcohol was the only thing that made him feel normal. This revelation recontextualizes his lifelong struggle with substance abuse. It wasn't all about rock star-like excess. It was also a coping mechanism, one that spiraled out of control. Number 4, Britney Spears breakdown. When Britney Spears shaved her head and attacked a paparazzo's car in 2007, the world turned her pain into entertainment.
She literally grabbed the hair clipper and started doing it herself.
She was mocked by tabloids, ridiculed by comedians, and stalked daily by cameras. But her book, The Woman in Me, later revealed the truth. Her breakdown followed deep personal betrayals, including her split from Justin Timberlake, who, along with the press, vilified her.
Which she says he initiated over text, saying that she was devastated, yet portrayed by the media as a harlot who'd broken the heart of America's golden boy.
Britney was reeling from the loss of custody of her children and constant harassment, with no real support system. The conservatorship that began in 2008 only deepened her suffering.
The next several years promise to be very lucrative for the conservatorship estate. This conservatorship should be viewed more as a hybrid business model, which I think is probably the first time that's ever been said about a conservatorship.
We now know that her public unraveling was born of heartbreak, pressure, and exploitation. Number 3, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. At the 2022 Oscars, Will Smith shocked the world by slapping Chris Rock on live TV after Rock made a quip about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith.
The feed goes silent, and so does the audience after Will Smith takes a swing at Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars.
The incident was instantly dissected, but Jada's later revelations gave it new context. In her memoir, Worthy, Jada revealed that she and Will had been separated for years, and that their marriage had long been under emotional strain.
As time went on, there were different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together.
And thanks to a previously disclosed entanglement Jada had with singer Augustus Alsina, it was clear Will had lots of bottled up feelings and unresolved personal turmoil.
An entanglement?
Yes.
The slap wasn't just a random act of violence. It was seemingly the breaking point of a man struggling to hold together. Number 2, Janet Jackson's Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction. In 2004, Janet Jackson's infamous Super Bowl halftime show Wardrobe Malfunction sparked a media frenzy, not to mention moral outrage. Jackson was vilified, censored, and pretty much blacklisted. Meanwhile, Justin Timberlake, who ripped the costume in the performance, faced almost no consequences. For years, the narrative framed it as Janet's mistake, but later reports, including a New York Times documentary, revealed Timberlake's active role in the stunt.
She questions why she was blacklisted, at least temporarily, while Timberlake, who apologized for his role, went on to have a flourishing career.
It also highlighted the industry's sexist double standard in punishing Janet. Her so-called career-ruining blunder can now be seen as another example of how powerful men were protected while women bore the blame.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. R. Kelly and Aaliyah's relationship. When rumors spread in 1994 that R. Kelly had secretly married 15-year-old Aaliyah, many dismissed it as tabloid gossip. In fact, their teams flat out denied it, and the scandal faded. But decades later, horrifying truths would be revealed. Aaliyah was indeed 15, and documents were forged so Kelly could marry her.
Details of R. Kelly and Aaliyah's 1994 marriage certificate. The two singers were wed when Aaliyah was 15 and Kelly was 27, but their marriage license application stated Aaliyah was 18. Federal prosecutors argue Kelly bribed a clerk to accept a fake ID.
With that, Aaliyah was allegedly one of many underage victims R. Kelly manipulated and abused. Court testimony and survivor accounts have since painted a chilling picture of a predatory pattern that began long before the public knew.
His bodyguard handed me his phone number and said R. Kelly would like you to call him.
We now know that all the whispers and rumors were a major red flag that went unheeded for years.
But my body's telling me yes.
Which celebrity controversy looks totally different to you now that we know the full story? Let us know in the comments below.